Alrighty, so I'm gonna talk to you guys about the shit completely 1,000,000 fucking percent real, raw, and unedited. But you have everything going on with the Strait of Hormuz, right? Which is in turn fucking with the fertilizer being distributed to farmers. And we're going to talk specifically about the US, but it is also affecting people across the world, and it's really affecting those in smaller countries. It's fucking them over, especially the ones that aren't prepared. But that aside, so you have that going on, right? And it's like fertilizer is not getting out here to the US too, despite what many might think. It's affecting us, just not necessarily immediately, right? And you also happen to have big, greedy, corrupt tech billionaires like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and even companies from China and just people from China and or like the government, arguably, I don't know about that last one, buying out private farmland from mom and pop farmers, right, that are struggling to deal with the economic times we have currently, and that being due to them not being taught how to make their money work for them so that way they can sustain themselves in times that are hard or more rough like this, right? Now, you put those two together, right? Also, let's think about the fact of the matter that Palantir just made a big contract in the last course of, or in the course of the last like 3 to 4 months, roughly, give or take, with the USDA to monitor the food supply. So think about that for a second. The company that has AI that kills innocent people, first off, and it says and gloats to be so precise. Um, but that aside, the company that is Palantir, which is literally just a big fucking private corporation that is just facilitating the technocratic state and facilitating the engineering to procure it, which literally wants pre-crime to be a thing like in Futurama. So that way, if you even think of something wrong or you think about doing something, you can be punished for it. You think about speaking out against the government, you can be punished for it. And they have social credit scores. Oh, wow, you don't get to have wage now. Or, oh, you get docked on pay. Or let's incorporate the whole aspect of farm, right? So you have all these tech billionaires buying this up, right? All this farm and land that is used for it, right? And we get to that point, right? Well, Palantir's already monitoring the food supply. All they have to do is, click a button and, oh, wow, there goes your food supply for a month. Think of the Hunger Games. Oh, you're in a district, right? Which we already have districts, ironically enough. But like your district doesn't get food for a month now because one of you guys decided to stand up and to speak out against them, etc., right? So you guys don't get food now because why? All these big conglomerates and same fucking goddamn facets of the big technocratic state and like the oligarchy, right? Just different shit smells of it are controlling the farmland that procures the food. So they control the food supply so that way they can control you even farther because it's like it's how you control people. Like they've done this numerous times in other nations, you guys. Like the US military has. You decimate the food supply, you're more likely to win the war or the battle or to get the agreements that you want. Why? Because people need food to exist in our physical reality. I'm just saying. Like, think about that. And then think about the fact of the matter if you're saying, oh, Palantir is, good and they want to help us and all that shit. First off, you don't fucking know shit about Palantir if you think that, and you really need to do your research. Second off, like, they are literally the privatized aspect of the TIA, right? Total Information Awareness, like, Act or, like, program that the US military and government was trying to implement back in 2003 before the US Congress shut it down because it said, oh, pre-crime and thought police shit is fucked and we don't like that, right? And people were saying, fuck that shit. They were getting way too much backlash on it because people were aware of that then. Now, not as much, arguably. We'll see. Hopefully, people are, still aware of that and like their First Amendment rights. I'm just saying. But like it was denied in 2003 because of that backlash from the people and Congress when we had more, awareness of things and free speech ultimately, and there was as much censorship. But like they tried the same shit again with COVID, or not COVID, but like lockdowns and stuff like that, and censoring you there. That ultimately got shut down as well too because what? People didn't like it. Shocker there. But tangent aside, you guys, like it's literally Palantir right now, which is just the privatized version of TIA, and is started by In-Q-Tel and private venture capitalist firms of the deep state, right? Just saying. Go look up Whitney Webb's reporting on In-Q-Tel and Palantir if you guys want to learn more about it. It's good stuff. However, though, like I said, you have Palantir making these deals with the USDA on monitoring the food supply, right? Like it's surveillance of the food supply so they can control it. And then you have the tech billionaires and oligarchs sitting there buying up all the farmland. It's to sit here and, control that. And then, you also have the global economy being fucked over right now and arguably, like, they're starting to make moves to crash it so that we guys go into digital currencies, specifically CBDCs, which they are making. Palantir's making their own, just saying. We've talked about that before. And then it's going to usher you guys in to do that. It's really the same thing that the Romans did, but it's like up a fucking level or two, because not only are they like smelting down all the gold and silver or the fiat currency that we currently have, they're burning that and like putting it into digital assets, right? So they can control that heavily too. But they're also doing the same thing to the farmland now as well too. Unlike what they did with the Roman times. They just used the Colosseum to sit there and feed people bread and meat to keep them doped up enough so they wouldn't realize that they were smelting down all the gold and silver to make new currencies so that way the ruling class had more wealth. Meanwhile, everybody else was broke, essentially, right? And that was the farmers then, predominantly, right? That was the working class, was mostly farmers. They're doing the same shit again, except they're taking the farmland now so they can have more control and consolidation of power, you guys. Like, nobody's talking about this neither. Nobody's talking about the fact of the matter that Palantir partnered with the USDA to make agreements to monitor the food supply and to help you. It's not to help anybody but them fucking selves, you guys. Like, watch. They will use this fucking shit to control the food supply if we don't, like, check them. I'm just saying. If we don't check them, they will control the food supply even more than they already do. Invest in localized food chains. Invest in your local farmers. Local fucking power. So your local representatives inside your city, they have way more fucking goddamn influence over your everyday life than a fucking poster child that is the fucking president, is essentially just a shill put in power to do what the fucking hell the elites want, whether or not they are fully aware of it or not. I'm just saying, not all presidents have been bad, but the majority of them have been shills of the system for like, the last 70 years, pretty much, since JFK. Just saying. Like, they're part of the same clubs, same fraternities, etc. Just like George Carlin said, there's no conspiracy needed when all their interests, like, converge in similar fashions, right? Just saying. So, like, you guys need to invest in localized power structures and building them. Grow your own food. Give stuff out to your neighbors. Tell them what they can do to, sit there and do that. And you can do hydroponics if you live inside an apartment like I do. You can sit here and fucking, go invest in your local farmers, buy produce from them, spread the word to your friends, tell them why they should, because in case the whole fertilizer shit keeps going and the Straight of Hormuz, problem keeps happening, which is more than likely going to, because these peace deals aren't actually peace deals, because, well, Israel keeps fucking that over if there actually were any serious ones to begin with. Just saying, because Netanyahu's going to go to jail if he doesn't keep continuing this war. Like, more than likely. Just saying. You invest in the local power structures, the farmers, etc., right? It consolidates localized power and abundance for you and your community, your family, your human tribe members amongst you, your soul tribe, etc. Like, I'm just saying, when you guys do these things, it helps out a lot. Like, I invest in Epiphany Farms, you feel me? That's my temp job right now, is working for them, helping them out, because they are local and they support localized food chain work and creating a network so that way people can easily get food in our area. Like, it's the way to go, you guys. And with everything that's coming, you need to find structures like that where you need to procure the food yourself. I'm always going to recommend you guys do it yourself and don't wait for other things to happen. So that way you, bare minimum, have some things to fucking eat, you guys. I'm just saying, like, you can do potatoes, etc. Like, those you really should do. Ask the Irish. They will tell you about how potatoes saved them multiple times. Like, potatoes are a great fucking food, man. They really fucking are. But, like, invest in farmers and stuff like that, you guys. There are plenty of things you can do, plenty of resources. You live in the modern era where you're using a cell phone to interact with the world. Like, you have the world at your fingertips. The thing I'm using to talk to you guys right now literally gives you the Akashic records right on your fucking phone in the physical reality without you having to meditate on it. It's fucking awesome. Like, it's a really great thing to have, and it's a great privilege to have. So use it to your advantage. Use it to help you expand your horizons and to increase your abundance. Use it to help you find localized food chains. Use it to teach you how to grow your own fucking food, because that's something you should know. I'm just saying, you guys, and trust me, when you do it yourself, it tastes so much better, because one, it doesn't have pesticides and herbicides in it. Two, like, it's full of love, and like, it's a very give and take interaction you have with the plants that you are growing yourself. You feel me? Like, it tastes better. It's more fresh too. And you can access things to help teach you how to do stuff, like I did with the hydroponics system. I tweaked it a little bit and did my own thing. Look up Together We Grow on YouTube and look up hydroponics or aquaponics system, etc. You do the aquaponics. That actually takes care of fertilizer, because the fish poop will naturally turn to fertilizer for, the plants. And it cleans itself, essentially. It's really cool stuff, you guys. But anyways, tangent aside, though, like, this is the things that are happening people aren't talking about. Palantir is expanding its control with the government to essentially consolidate more power and control over you via the food supply now. The tech billionaires are essentially doing the same shit on another leg. Like, they are working for the same fucking hentai octopus, right? And, they're just doing a different aspect of it, right? Of the mission. Meanwhile, there's the fertilizer issue that's coming out of the Strait of Hormuz, which is highlighting how overly dependent we all are on these globalized food chains, or these big monopolies, right? And the need to sit here and have to work together and to support local network food chains, or localized food networking chains, and localization of power instead of like giving it away to corporations and oligarchs, monopolies, etc. Like, if we don't do this shit now, you guys, we're going to get fucked over. And those of you guys who aren't already doing the things that I'm saying, or don't start, you're going to really start to feel it in the coming months when you have a lack of food because you can't go to the fucking grocery store to buy it. And you don't know how to go to a local farm and like barter, or just sit here and, like, grow your own food. I'm just saying. So, let me know what you guys think about this stuff in the comments section down below. I'd love to hear it. What are your guys' thoughts, opinions, and concerns on Palantir doing the deals with the USDA to monitor the food supply and integrate AI into that? Let us know inside the chat below, and then also everything going on with the Straight of Hormuz and the fertilizer chain. If you're a farmer, how does that affect you? Let us know inside the chat so that way people understand how it affects you, right? And then look up ways you can make your own fertilizer, and start your own fertilizer chain. If you guys want to help local farmers and you have the property, make fertilizer to help them out. I'm just saying, you guys. Or you can, if you have money, go buy a couple of acres of land and make a fertilizer chain. I'm just saying. And give it out to local communities within a 15-mile radius or something like that, or a 10-mile radius, etc. You guys get the point. But let us know your guys' thoughts, opinions, and concerns about all this stuff in the comment section down below. I would love to hear it. But either way, though, my dudes, I appreciate you guys very much. Much love, and as always, don't forget to keep it 1,000,000% real and fuck the system. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Z-Trap. Yo! Alrighty, I did say I was going to do no editing, so forgot to add this part, but if you guys haven't already, don't forget to, smash that like button and destroy the shit out of the subscribe button. It really does help us out a lot and helps, most importantly, to get this content out to even more people and to let them know what's going on in the world, completely 1,000,000% real, raw, and uncensored. And it helps to let them know that they're not crazy for questioning these shitty corrupt systems we live in and thinking critically about what's going on in the world, because that's the natural thing to do. It's a smart thing to do, right? But when you guys do all this stuff, like, comment, share, subscribe, etc., it helps to get it out to those people, and it helps to, expose the system so that way we can make systems work with, by, and for us, and demands like these people to do this shit. You feel me? And just make the changes that we need possible, because the more consciously aware you are of things, the more problems you can solve, right? But so there's that, and then also to all dads and father figures out there, happy Father's Day to you. I appreciate you guys very much. Much love. And remember to take care of yourself and do the best for yourself first. Take care of getting your best needs met first, so that way you can give the best to all the kiddos in your life that you want to continue to be a great dad or a great father figure to, and you want to be the best to, right? And that's how you do it, is by getting the best for yourself first and taking care of your needs first, then helping them. You feel me? Because when you're at your best, you can help them the best, right? But either way, again, I appreciate you guys all very much. Much love, and until next time, please don't forget to keep it 1,000,000% real, live long and prosper, take care of peace, and as always, fuck the system. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Z-Trap. You.
My people of this country, and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag.